everyone, it's Kerry back with you today. So I wanted to have a play with one of Rennie's new digis, so I thought I'd turn the camera on and bring you along. This digi is called Splatter Labels and it comes in all of the colours, and Rennie's actually added a new colour into the kits, so we now have a yellow or shade of yellow. And we're going to be making these. Now the splatter frames actually come in two sizes, and I've already gone ahead and cut out the smaller size. So basically it's the same as these larger ones here, but you get two to a page, so it gives you a smaller size. I'm also going to be using the vintage image strips, which is another recent kit of Rennie's. So I've just got those off to the side. I haven't cut those out yet. I'll just cut those as I need it. And then I'm going to be using some stamps as well. So I'm just going to pop these off to the side. Now I've mounted these ones onto white chipboard and I really like the way they look. It gives them a bit of a sturdiness, and the chipboard is really easy to distress around the edges, and I really like that look, and it also gives you a nice blank space on the back to be able to write on. But you could also leave these connected and just fold them in half, and then you would have a double-sided one. So I might do a couple of those as well. So let me pick some frames. Let's do that one. I quite like those greens. And maybe we'll do these pinky ones as well. So we'll start with that and see how we go. So I think I'll just fold this one in half and make this one a double-sided one. So I'm just lining up the tops and then I'm going to give that a good press down. Now I'm going to ink along the back before I glue it down, just to cover up any white edges that I might have missed. So just bring my glue book in here, get a fresh page, and I'll just use glue stick to adhere the two sides. My glue sticks are all a bit gooey. We've had really hot weather here for, it feels like forever, but it's probably only about a week, and it's just cooled down the last couple of days. So my glue sticks were just so gooey and they haven't quite recovered. Okay, so just pop that aside to dry. And with these ones, I think I'm going to layer them up onto the chipboard. So I'll need 4 pieces. Now I've pre-cut these just about 1/4 of an inch or 2 or 3 millimeters around each side. So I've got a bit of a border so that when I go in and do the distressing, I've got plenty of room to play with. So just to separate these, and I'm just going to run the ink just on the edges to cover the white edges. Because they've got a bit of a distressed look, you don't even really need to be very accurate with it. So I'm going to come in with my glue stick again and just glue these down onto the white chipboard background. Okay, so I've got my 4 different labels here, or 5, including the one that is the double-sided one, and I want to pick some images to go on top. So I'm going to use the smaller image strips, and I'm just going to roughly cut them out to begin with. So I'll have 3 ladies, and I think we'll have 2 of the gentlemen. Just take the 2 on the end. And when I cut them out, I'm just going to roughly follow the line of the image. It doesn't matter if it's inaccurate. I'll ink around the edges afterwards, and I want it to look a bit old and distressed anyway. Okay, so now I want to decide where I would like to have my images so that I've got some of the labels exposed that I can stamp into. So I think I want to turn this one upside down and have the two labels visible at the bottom. And I think I'll have the same for him, but I'll have the two labels visible at the top. Or will I go the other way? No, I think I'll go the other way with him and just have the one big label. Now her image is a bit skinnier, so I might swap her onto that one. And have him like that, and might leave that one on the back without an image, and then you can still write in the little places. So I'm just going to ink lightly around the edges just to cover up my white edges. Okay, so I'm just going to glue my images on now. Okay, so now I want to come in with some stamps and stamp into these labels, and I'm going to use the numbers from the past stamp set and also some from the documented stamp set. So I'll start with this one first. I might stamp a couple on the back here, and I'll leave the space in the middle as a journaling spot, I think. And I'm just going to stamp it off a little bit so it's not quite so bold. So I've stamped my bits and pieces, and now I want to distress the white chipboard edges, and these distress really easily. I've just got to run my scissors along and I get this great distressed sort of fairy looking edge. So I'm just going to go all the way around with those. Okay, and the last thing I want to do is add some eyelets. Now on this one here I accidentally put the eyelet in upside down, but it turned into a happy accident because I was able to just hang a little charm off. So with these ones I'm just going to try to pop them in the top. I've got some eyelets here and my crocodile. There we go. And it'd be great to just pop in a little pocket, or you could clip it onto the side of a journal and have it as a dangle. So just a quick little easy project today. I really love these vintage image strips and these frames that Rennie has made. There will be a link in the description box below to where you can find those digis in the shop. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'll see you again next time. Bye!